Give you another example. Big fan of Greg Anderson, the Endless Endeavor podcast. Greg Anderson has a doctor friend who had a morbidly obese man in his office who was there to get some medication for diabetes and all this other kind of stuff. This doctor pulls out his prescription pad and he starts writing down 1 hour of sunshine per day, 30 minutes of walking per day, eliminate processed foods, prioritize protein, starts listing, drink a gallon of water a day, starts listing all these things. This patient went to the medical board in the state of Washington and had this doctor reprimanded. It's the only blemish in this doctor's multi-decade career. He was reprimanded for prescribing those things because his job is just to be a drug dealer. Deficiency gets labeled as disease, everybody. The symptoms become life sentences. There's no profit, you understand, in magnesium, in sunlight, in clean food. So they sell pills for problems that your body's trying to solve with nutrients it never received. You're not broken, you see, you're depleted. But big pharma wants to tell you you're broken, and these doctors are getting rich by being drug dealers. You ready for another one? A little bit off the physical realm. Here you go. Pay attention, everyone, especially you ladies. Feminism was a scam to double the workforce. Boom. Let's go. You were told it was about empowerment, but it was really about economics. Doubling the workforce meant more labor, lower wages, and twice the tax revenue, while the cost of living quietly rose to match two incomes. One income became impossible by design. Families fractured, kids were outsourced, and exhaustion became the norm. See, everybody, it wasn't about equality. It was about control disguised as progress. The family's broken up. Moms can no longer stay home and be parents to the children. We're outsourcing all of the care of our kids to public schools. Thus, everyone's too busy. Everyone's in a hurry, so we can't cook meals anymore. So who loves that? Guess what? Big food, big pharma. They go hand in hand. Inflation says, hey, now you have to both work in order to even have an average lifestyle. So everything has been plotted to get us to this point. This has been planned. This has been a decades-long degradation of our society. Another one. You guys ready for this? You know how I feel about this. Freaking climate change. The climate change hoax. Climate change isn't a crisis. It's a business model. The narrative's been weaponized to push carbon credits, green taxes, and endless solutions that enrich the few but burden the many. Behind every doomsday headline is an economic or political motive. The goal was never to save the planet. It was to sell you fear. It's to restrict your choices and enforce compliance under the illusion of what the left calls moral responsibility. The next lie you've been sold is that money can't buy happiness. And I'm here to tell you that money can buy happiness. Now, to an extent. Okay, hear me out. You've been told money doesn't matter, but it does. And not because it buys luxury, but because it buys freedom. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of money and I've had zero money and I've had somewhere in the middle, maybe towards the upper, but with a lot of freedom. I am telling you, freedom and health are the real wealth. And the government does not want you knowing that. Money doesn't matter because it buys luxury, but as I've said, it buys you freedom, time, health, choices, and the ability to live life on your terms. The system keeps you just busy enough to stay afloat, but never far enough ahead to escape it. So you got to stay in the loop, right? You got to get up, you got to work, you got to help somebody else build wealth. While you trade hours for survival, they use money to print more time and power. Man, got another one for you. You guys ready for this?